It's couples fashion. And I'm just, I'm here as an honorary referette just to say, hey, and good luck.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Molner's Table. I am thrilled today to have the one and only Jimmy Buffett with us. Jimmy has been performing for over 50 years, starting large stadium tours in the mid-1980s, and by my math, that means more than 25 million fans have seen Jimmy in concert. This is Jimmy Buffett in 60 seconds. Key West or Sag Harbor?
Sag Harbor.
Flying or boating?
Boating.
Surfing or foiling?
Today, foiling. Yeah.
What's your favorite fish to grill, Jimmy?
Favorite fish to grill would be swordfish.
What's a song you wish you wrote?
Early Morning Rain by Gordon Lightfoot.
In the early morning rain.
All right, what's a superpower you wish you had?
A superpower I wish I had. Play the piano.
You can't play the piano?
I can't play it well. I wish I could play it better, yes.
How about a TV series you recently binged?
TV series I recently binged was Dead to Me.
Hey, Jimmy, since I'm wearing the colors today,
yes.
Let's start here. Tell me about Coral Reefer and how that's doing.
Okay, well, let's say that it came about from years of research.
Now, fast forward.
Yes.
When did you actually launch the branded line of cannabis?
The thing of it was when it all started when people started legalizing medical marijuana, and I knew some people in that business. So I just thought it was common sense politics. Plus, it was it just seemed like why would you criminalize this thing? And when so many people were doing it, and to me, it was like speed traps in the South where I grew up. People just had little towns and put small speed signs in there so they could catch you, put you in jail, and make you pay money.
Do you see the same sort of potential in Coral Reefer as you've seen in some other products that you've developed and merchandised over the year? Are we at the point where it's mainstream?
Our sales are definitely up, which is good for us, because if we hadn't diversified, because there's no work for the band right now. So the excitement of being able to do it and not be thrown in jail or have to sneak around for a hippie from Mississippi in the 60s, that was a pretty good jump, and I thought that was a great turn in a lifestyle that was making criminals out of people who were just trying to have fun. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about your new album, which I love, Life on the Flip Side. It's your first album in 7 years, if I've got my facts straight.
I know you have.
And it's great. So why release it now? And it's doing great. Give me a little background on it. And I assume you're proud of this album.
Yeah, I'm proud of the people in my band and our crew who, they are my other family. We knew when we went in that all of a sudden there were probably 8 songs that we cut 16 tracks in 4 days in Key West, because we were just ready to go. And we tested it on some parrot heads that are friends of ours. We sent it out to some loyal fans that I know would give me real input based on being loyal fans of songs that they thought would work. So that was all before pandemic. And then the pandemic comes along, and the tour, there's no tour. We were ready to go on tour to promote a new album. So there's no tour. We've got a new album. But I also knew then that people had already thought about these songs, helping them through this period. And we were getting that feedback from parrot heads. So we said, let's put it out.
What's the difference between a Jimmy Buffett concert 2 years ago and a Jimmy Buffett concert 15 years ago? I mean, I think that's what I think people love. It's a similar experience.
It is, and the thing of it is, I read that audience, it's an intense thing to read, and it's like a club game. I can maybe only see the first 5 or 10 rows, or maybe 80 people. But I always look at that as a club in which I played 15 or 20 years ago, where there might have been 8 people in it. And if I can get them working, then I can extend that magic out to 20,000 people.
Hey, tell me about some of the things you're doing during quarantine. How's your golf game? I want to hear about foil boarding. I can't believe you've taken that up.
In quarantine, where we got stuck in California, I was watching these guys foil board, and it looked so beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
It's really flying to me. And the first time I got on the board from surfing, a little bit it's the same. But when you leave the surface of the planet, and only if it's 3 feet or 30,000 feet, there's something to that as a flyer. And it was my sense of flying. And the first time I thought I thought it's like, that's what the Wright brothers must have felt like when they flew the first time and went 3 feet above the rail that they were on.
Yeah, they were the first foil boarders.
They were the first foil boarder. It was a glider, and they went 3 feet up. And I get goose pimples thinking about that, because I always pay homage to those guys, and I love going to Kitty Hawk and just walking around there.
One of my last questions: what's the best career advice you've ever received besides duck on stage? I know you've said that.
Never forget to duck, and never forget it can go to hell at any minute.
That's right.
Those two, and then the other one that I would say career advice to anybody is be able to deal with rejection and failure, because to me, there's no success without having to go through periods of both of those to get successful, because you appreciate it more, you understand it more, and you have to be at that level, I think, to understand and to understand that success needs to be shared when you get there with yourself and other people that aren't so successful.
The final thing I want to do with you is, as I was sort of doing my research, because,
I know it. I know that. I know you did a little research here.
And I know that you have a friendship with another Buffett, who's a pretty successful guy, Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
And some people from time to time have thought the two of you are related. There are certainly a lot of similarities, but I gather that has now been dispelled through a genetic test, so you're not actually related. But we wanted to play a little game called Buffett Said What? And I'm going to read a sentence, and I would like you to tell me whether this is something that Warren Buffett said or whether it's something that Jimmy Buffett said. All right, here we go. Ready? Quote: I took pleasure in tormenting my teachers.
Warren.
Correct. All my adolescent life, I wanted to work. I liked having my own money and my own independence.
Me.
Correct. I delegate a lot. You ask how I balance everything. I have great people that work for me.
I know it's me, but I'd say he'd say that too, because I learned it from him.
You're right on both counts. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked.
Warren.
Correct. I want to be in his will. One of you about the other.
Warren.
Correct. I watched all the people that lost their money and I took a lesson from them.
Me. Did I get 100%?
You got 100%. Hey, Jimmy, I want to thank you so much for spending all this time. You're amazing. I'm a huge fan. We're all big fans of yours, and I hope to get to see you in person soon.